Hey guys, Emma Treasure Hunter here, back with another Pokemon Go PC bot review. Today we're going to be looking at the HeroBot, which is a very nice bot that's based on the NecroBot with a very nice GUI and extra added features built into it. And there's different features here listed here, and you can read all about it. We'll have this link in the description because this is where all the download files will be. Yesterday I reviewed a Android phone based bot which works very well, so make sure to check out that video if you'd like to try to run a bot actually off of your Android phone. So anyways, we're going to just go ahead and get right into this. Obviously the links are right here. I chose one of those. I already got it downloaded here. It is zipped, so you're going to need either WinRAR or so. Now there's a couple things with this, and this is all in the description of the download page, that there's a couple different steps. You need the file. You also need, if you do not have it already, this Net Framework. So we're going to go ahead and download this Net Framework. Installed the framework, so got that part out of the way. Okay, next we're going to need a Google API key. So you simply come down here and click on Google API. Click on Get a Key. If you click here, it'll give you just a little drop down. It'll say Pokemon Go Map. And once you hit Enable API, it's going to bring up a page and give you a key. And you're just going to copy that key and paste it into the next step, which I'll show you. Okay, so got the API key, and now we're going to come over here and we're going to start opening up some files and editing them. So we're going to go up into the config file and click on config, and here is the common NecroBot plus some additional features. So one nice thing, if you do search and find, you can just put in API, find next, and you're looking for, and right there it is, Google API key. So basically, if you are using a Notepad++, it's going to be on line 181. And you're going to come in, you're going to click right there, and you're going to paste your API key that you copied from the Google site. I'm not going to do that right now because, like I said, I don't want to share my API key. So we're just going to go look through some of the settings, and they're set pretty well. There's not much configurations you have to do. You can vary it up a little bit, but it is set for right out of the box pretty well. You know, it's a lot of things that you have to check, and with the other Necro you don't have to do here. Like updates is already defaults. Disable human walking. You know, here's one that you might want to change, and that is default latitude and longitude. So if you want to change your location, this is set to just off of Central Park area in New York. So if you want to change your location, you would change it right here. If you wanted to start from the last position, you could hit true, otherwise you could hit false. That's if you bot all the time at the same spot. Walking speed, it's actually set pretty nice, 4.16. Vary the walking speed, true. Here's the variable, it'll go up or down by 1.2, which is good. Travel distance in meters, you might want to change this. I mean, it's set pretty reasonable. This 1,000 meters is well under a mile. But if you want to change it to something different, and if you're in like a smaller park or something, you want to keep it very confined, then obviously you change, you know, or if you want to cover a bigger distance. I'm just going to take this down to like some random. Okay. Next, pretty much all the sniping stuff is already turned off, which is good. We don't want to snipe. Sniping is getting people banned. And here is the kind of the kill switch to stop at, if you hit a limit of 1,899 Pokestops, you'll kill it. Otherwise, Pokestop limit in a minute. Basically, this is where you can come in and configure the kill switch. Also, here's where you would enable like the incubators and the eggs and just stuff like that. Just the common NecroBot stuff. You know, like I said, most of this is set pretty well. Not much configuration needed. You do need to come down, and probably the biggest thing will be to Pokemon not to transfer, Pokemon to evolve. This is where you're going to want to set up, you know, I'm going to leave this. I don't want to evolve any of them. Pokemon to level up. I don't want to level up any of them. I play it, like I said, a little bit different. Pokemon to ignore. No, I don't want to ignore any of them, so I'm going to delete that. Now, I do want to add some to the list of the Pokemon that it does not transfer. So I found that it's easiest to just come down here, copy this list, which it's a little bit redundant to what's up here. Come right here, add a comma, and paste this in. Okay, so I made my changes there. Now I'm going to go in and put my Google API key in. So I'm going to stop the video for that. And then I'm going to, most importantly, hit save. Line 181 is the Google API. Like I said, you'll click, make sure that the API key is inside of the quotation marks. Okay, now that I saved that, I'm going to come over to Authorization and edit that. And just like the NecroBot, it's as simple as if you're using a PTC account, make sure this says PTC within the quotation marks. If you're going to use a Google account, replace this PTC with Google, and then put your username and your password inside the quotation marks. And if you're going to use a proxy, you would come down here and change this to true, and then put a proxy in here and your port in here, and you need to make sure that those are in quotation marks. Like I will show you. Let's say true. I'm going to come over here to this free list of proxies, and we're just going to grab one. So we'll grab this one right here. So that would be how you would set up a proxy. If you don't want to use a proxy, or if you're using a general proxy like I normally do on my whole system, then you can just leave this all alone. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my PTC username and password and hit save, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I put in my username and password, saved it, and now I can go back. And just to kind of recap, and all the instructions are laid out pretty well on this site, which will be linked right here. You got your download, you download it, you install the framework. If you don't have that already installed, it talks about going into the authorization and the configuration. It talks about that here. It talks about getting your API key, which is good, which is needed for the Google Map interface. And then finally, it talks about hitting the HeroBot.bat to start it. So we've made our changes, we've made our saves, we've got everything all set up, and we're not going to hit Necro, we're going to hit the HeroBot. I see that it's not my real IP. I've got it masked. And so you've got the typical Necro interface over here. I'm letting it kind of catch up. So we got two things. We got the typical Necro, which is going to give us, you know, what our bot is doing, kind of in just a text form, our level, stuff like that, XP per hour, expected, you know, to next level up, that type of thing. And then what's very nice is we have this graphical interface right here. And this is what really makes this bot shine. You can zoom in, and it will actually show the progression, where the bot's at, what it's done. It can be changed. You can change if you don't want to see the path, if you don't want to see the Pokestops, if you don't want to see the catches, you can turn all that off. You can change the looks of stuff, you know, kind of like a little bit more cartoonish. Then there's this one, There's this one, then there's watercolor, but we're just going to go ahead and leave it like that. And then we got over here, and this will change as you catch more Pokemon, what you have in your inventory, including it'll tell you the CP, how many candies you have for that, and its IV level. And you can sort as you gain more. Also, you've got eggs, and if it's in an incubator, it will show that it's in an incubator. Obviously, right up here, it just showed that I caught a Nidoran, level 2. Over here, the next category is basically my inventory. You know, you can go ahead and, if you wanted to, you could drop certain items. And this right here is clear map. So, I mean, if they had a bunch of lines all over here and it kind of was squiggled all over and you wanted to kind of get a clearer idea of where exactly the bot is at the moment, you could just hit clear map and that will clear its progress. And then over here, the last visualizer config, follow player on map, disable pop-ups. Don't, you know, I've just left that alone because I just like the way that it seems to be running right now. You can zoom in. It'll actually show the characters or the Pokemon as they pop up, and it can show that it actually got that Pokemon. So like I said, guys, this is a very, very nice bot. Gives you a lot of information. It is tried and true NecroBot based. We know that this is a very stable, very safe bot. So this is NecroBot with a nice GUI. All you gotta do is make your changes in the configuration file, set it up what you want it to do, what you want it to keep and such. It's a real nice bonus that I found that it actually runs on my Windows 10 based tablet. So I'm going to plan on using this a lot with my tablet. So hey guys, I just wanted to throw this in there also. Besides working flawlessly on my PC, I actually was able to install this program on my Windows 10 based tablet. So this isn't a laptop, this is just a 10-inch tablet, and that runs, you know, a tablet version of Windows 10. This version of NecroBot, basically with a fancy GUI, it runs flawless on this tablet. So no more having to carry around my large laptop to bot at different locations. I'll just be able to grab my tablet and go. So anyways, guys, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to get in on the giveaway. If you want to check out a bot for your Android-based phone, check out that video. And until next time, guys, take care.